to dig deeper into your pockets to pay for groceries, all because of gas. The live report coming up.
Protesters turn out to try to stop the release of a violent sexual predator into San Diego. The next opportunity to try to convince a judge to change his mind.
Action and reaction today after a police officer is arrested, charged with having sex with a high school student.
And Paul McCartney and his wife Heather Mills make a major announcement about their marriage.
You're connected to San Diego's local news leader with Carol LeBeau and Hal Clement. This is 10 News live at 5.
Get ready to pay more at the grocery store. Good evening, I'm Hal Clement.
And I'm Carol LeBeau. Independent grocers say they're going to have to raise the price you pay for everyday items because of high gas prices. 10 News reporter Elizabeth Sanchez is live in San Carlos with the trickle-down effect. Elizabeth?
Carol and Hal, for 10 weeks in a row, gas prices have gone up, and slowly companies have been adding a fuel surcharge for deliveries. Well, independent grocers have been eating up that cost, but now they say you may have to pay for it every time you come to the store. From dairy to produce to liquor, all of it comes into grocery stores by delivery, and businesses are paying the price.
It's not just avocados per se, it's just everything that has to do with deliveries. It's your bread, it's your meat, it's your ice cream, it's your canned goods, it's your soda pop, it's your chips, it's everywhere, it's everything.
Grocery store owners say customers can expect to see a 4 to 5% increase. That's because all of these items have to be trucked in, and the grocery stores are paying an added fuel charge.
You know, some of the companies started adding a surcharge right away. And that's when we, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, we tried to make an issue of it with some of our vendors. But that's just the price of doing business. It's just kind of like an added tax.
For months, grocers like Saad Hermes have been eating up the cost, but it's affecting his profits.
We're suffering it also. We're also suffering the consequences. We want to be able to keep those prices competitive so we can keep them happy.
Some customers say they're not surprised. They expected gas prices to affect other items.
For some things, I guess I'm not really hung up on what the price is because I know I need it. Unfortunately, that's kind of, we're hooked on the whole gas thing. With gas prices reaching record levels, the experts say don't expect increases to stop at the pump or at your local grocery store. Now, the major grocery store chains like Vons and Ralph's, they say they're also paying that extra fuel surcharge, but at this point, those companies have no plans to pass it on to the consumer. Reporting live in San Carlos, Elizabeth Sanchez, 10 News.
Violent sexual predator Douglas Badger is set to be released from a state mental hospital, but many in the Otay Mesa community are trying to prevent him from ending up in their area. A judge ruled that Badger must be released from Atascadero State Mental Hospital since he's completed his treatment program. The mental health department proposed putting Badger in a trailer on the grounds of Donovan State Prison. Now, those opposed to Badger's release are trying to get the judge to reconsider.
The judge got it wrong. The judge has to make this determination. It's a pretty simple one. The judge has to say this: he's no longer a danger. If he's no longer a danger, judge, take him home. Have him watch your grandkids.
Another sexually violent predator, Matthew Hedge, briefly lived at the same site before his treatment manager said he violated his release terms and needed to be sent back into custody. Another hearing on Badger's release is set for next week.
An arraignment date has been set for a San Diego police officer arrested yesterday on charges of sex with a minor, and the school district has taken action as well. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina is live downtown with the very latest on this story. Steve?
Panel Officer Cedric Green was booked into county jail yesterday, charged with having sexual relationship with a graduating senior at Southwest High School. Today, both the school district and the prosecutor have been very busy. The principal at Southwest High School sent this letter home with students, advising parents of the arrest of police officer Cedric Green, saying if the charges prove correct, we share your shock, disappointment, and concern about this abuse of trust.
We want to make sure that we inform our parents of what happened, the actions that the school district took, the actions the police department took, and reassure them again that, the safety of our students is our prime priority.
Cedric Green, seen here during a truancy sweep in 1995, spent the bulk of his 21-year career as a juvenile services team officer, working at several schools throughout the Southern District. He was assigned most recently to Mar Vista Middle School and Southwest High, where detectives say he began a sexual relationship with a student several months ago. Another student tipped off authorities, and yesterday, Green was arrested.
Southwest High School offered counseling to the girl, her family, and any other students that feel they had a need.
There will be reviews of the school resource program by both the educators and law enforcement, but there's no immediate plan to change any policies or procedures.
After we know the totality of the circumstances, we'll review the conduct and the policies.
So it's an unfortunate incident, but it is one individual, and it certainly is not reflective of the department and the relationship that we have with the police department. The police will continue to be our partner.